and welcome to another episode of Escapades Player Review Session. My name is Suryansh and delighted to be joined this week by Akshat and Amit. As we all know, he was rejoicing his last game week. So elaborate on that, Amit.
So a couple of weeks back, I got in Luke Shaw just as a hunch when United had that double gaming thing, and luckily for me, Luke Shaw gamble has really paid off, and uh, and I was lucky enough. I had this gut feeling, and I was lucky enough that I did actually go with Harry Kane as my captain for that game week, and he scored and gave those 19 points. So finally, I've managed to put some distance between me and Akshat. I mean, he's
Include me as well, bro. I'm 4 points behind Akshat now.
yes,
But yeah, keeping it short, yeah, Amit's been, he's been responsible
yes,
for leapfrogging all of us, including Akshay. I want
yeah,
you on my podcast next, Akshay. So that just so that you can talk to Amit and one game week. No, Akshay, Amit had a marvelous game week, no doubt about that. But with
yeah.
game week 28 going by, I want to we'll talk about the hits that were in the game week 28. So I'll start by Akshat. Who is your pick of game week 28 in terms of hits,
Uh,
Akshat?
yeah, well, the pick that I have taken is the hat-trick boy, Iheanacho. I think for the past 3 game weeks he has been scoring, and in his third game
Shout
week,
out to Anand, man.
yeah, shout
Let's
out to
just
Anand.
give a shout out to Anand,
Uh,
who
Me
had
and Anand
Iheanacho in
were
his team.
actually discussing about who to bring in place of Bamford. So I thought that I should give Bamford another chance. And meanwhile, Anand got in Iheanacho and scored a hell lot of points with him. But yeah, I think the link up between him and Wadi was really awesome to look at. And the third goal, he was on a hat trick. He had a chance, he took it, and Ramsey he did not see it coming at all. So I think he's in good form, and maybe with Madison and other guys missing, I think
Once.
it's really nice for Ian Archer to step up and score goals for Brendan Rodgers. Yeah, moving on. So Amit, what is your hit for game week 28?
So I've gone with this player because interestingly, people has now starting to opt out of the two city defender strategy, and a few of us who actually stuck by that theory till now, by choice or by force, whatever this
Cheers,
was.
Amit.
Yeah, by force, I was being stuck with that theory because I did not want to take an hit, and I had Cancelo and Stones in my team. I could have picked any of them because both of them were brilliant on the game week. But
So
if
the
I
real
had to
reason
pick
I
one,
had Cancelo and Stones in my team was because of you, Amit.
I see that truth serum is working very well for you.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so my pick of the game week has to. I have gone with John Stones because he's a new man, reborn man. Yeah, like he was the Phil Jones of City, man, and this season he has completely turned it around, and he just seems undroppable from this team. And I don't think even if the City defender rotation happens, even in big games, I think Guardiola is starting to trust him, and
Absolutely. I would like to add on that, on how, Guardiola has been trusting him in the big games. He's been tested on the, odd Champions League game. Odd, I say it in terms of, the competition City have had to face in the Champions League in the past few years. But then in the big games,
yeah,
the partnership of Diaz and Stones has stood up. And surprisingly, as a football fan, him performing better than Laporte in the first team is a huge, huge surprise to me personally.
yeah. You know, it's Stones really seem to have cut those mistakes out of his game right now. And between him and Diaz, he's actually the more advanced of the two defenders. He's more hands-on approach. He tries to make those run and those passes more than Diaz does. And just because I said that Diaz is going to score again next game, but yes, Stones has been a reborn man, and
What he's done in the Premier League this season is nothing short of a miracle. I mean, how he was sidelined in the City team, and the likes of Laporte and Diaz coming in. Nobody would have thought about John Stones getting done in the City team, let alone scoring goals. But he scored 4 goals, 4 crucial goals. Along with Amit, have been lucky enough to own him
Yeah,
during
just
his
to say,
days.
even I have Cancelo and Stones, and last week because of those two guys,
That
Akshat was
that
I
feeling left
sco
out.
I scored a
Damn
lot
shit
of
was feeling
points.
left out. That makes us the three of us. Three of us enjoyed 26 points that City defenders gave
Yeah,
us.
Musketeers FC.
Yeah.
Musketeers. So moving forward from a City asset, I would like to talk about an Arsenal asset, the most hated team uh, in terms of what I have in terms 10 years of watching Premier League football. But this player coming in, Odegaard. I really love this player. Really have loved this player since the time he gave in. Uh, he has an insight to all the United fans that he gave a United trial along with Upamecano, wherein the United board decided to keep in Roshan Williams instead of Upamecano and other midfielders instead of Odegaard. So there has been a time when Odegaard and Upamecano have started alongside each other, trialing for Manchester United. So that is one story that a lot of fans do not know about. But I really read this player. Since the time he's come into Arsenal, he's not made Arsenal fans miss Mesut Ozil. That in itself is a lot of credit to that player. Scored the goal this weekend in the derby. As Amit said, when we were deciding the player, that was deflection. But Amit, in a derby, don't really care about that. It's just a North London derby, and Odegaard scored, proving the second game that he's a big game player. So for me, at 5.9, Odegaard is a no-brainer. The kind of performance that he's been having the last few game weeks has shown us that he's pivotal to what Arteta is wanting in his Arsenal team. And the playmaker that Arsenal's been lacking, man, since Mesut Ozil's been not playing, and I don't see any other uh, factor as to why he will not be performing in the coming game weeks. For me, it's Martin
Definitely,
Odegaard all the way.
definitely. I think the last 10 fixtures Arsenal have wins against the current or the up till last week the current bottom eight or something like that. So
He's
I
outperformed Bruno Fernandes when it comes to performing in his top six. If that is a
okay,
stat,
let's not get into this Martin Odegaard debate. He's in the head section. I don't want to rip him up.
I'm
This
not
is
getting into
Ars-
any Martin Odegaard versus Bruno debate. Just giving you facts
the
on what he's done against
Arsenal
top
team.
six.
By the way, just the right now Arsenal team just lost to a 10-man team Olympiacos at home
Just
with
Amit,
Aubameyang missing sitters.
how can you rely on a striker who's stuck in traffic for a Premier League match? It's pathetic, right?
Yeah, so regarding Odegaard, I think he was really working really hard on the pitch, and he did create some chances, as you said that he he made the Arsenal fans not miss Mesut Ozil. So yeah, I think he'll be a great asset for Arsenal in the future, and along with the stalwarts Saka and Smith Rowe, I think they have the potential to win games.
Now, also the fact that he has to prove his worth at Real Madrid. He can only do that by performing in an Arsenal jersey. So I
Yeah.
think every performance that he puts in for Arsenal is more like a dress rehearsal for what he can do for Real Madrid. And
No, no,
for the
I'm
time
very
being, for
surprised.
the time being,
I'm
Amit, let Arsenal fans rejoice and enjoy the 6 month signing of a loan player. But
no, no,
keeping that
I'm
aside, I
really
think
surprised.
Odegaard is a fucking baller.
Yes, we need to beep that out. And again, uh, so Odegaard, I'm surprised the loan move actually happened because he was doing pretty well for his
Same.
loan club in I think La Liga last season also.
Same,
And
same.
I think he's the future of Madrid, man. I don't see him playing any other team than Madrid in the future because uh, with maybe Isco might be leaving next season, or there are doubts about Isco, and
Isco to
maybe
United, it's a done fucking deal, man. Give him the number 8 kit.
You want every player at United.
okay, boys. Let's move on to the next section. So instead
Yeah.
of our regular thing, which we do is the Mrs. thing, so we have, because most of us are planning for a to read this game week, so we thought why not ask each of our panelists which of the fixture would they like to target. Basically, any fixture has potential six plays to choose from, right? So because all the fixtures looks pretty decent because pretty even out because Fulham at home has been very good lately. Brighton and Newcastle is anything going to happen because Newcastle is an NL team. So we have decided to go with this. Which if you had to target a fixture or choose a max of six player from a particular fixture, which fixture would that be?
Let me ask you, what your, Game Week 29 fixture, highlight of the Game Week 29, man. Go on, talk to me.
I don't know, man, because the fixtures looks pretty even out. I know I have played the free hit. Now I'm really confused what team to go for.
Absolutely.
But
Same here, man. Same here.
I think because if I was thinking of captaining Oba, but then he got stuck in traffic, like you mentioned. Now I'm worried if he's gonna make up. He's gonna show up.
Ferraris can get stuck in traffic at red lights too, man.
So how how am I supposed to pick my captaincy if my captain gets stuck in traffic and he doesn't get picked for the team?
You're
You
in
can
And
number
always go
7 at
for Kane,
Arsenal. You
and
like you
despair
would.
a
especially
lot.
with and right now, as of now, Spurs are losing 3-0 to 3-0 in the Europa, and they're going out of Europa. And we might just see Levy, building the axe next morning, and then Spurs are gonna be without a manager against a Villa team, which has been very good
Jose
at home.
Mourinho. Jose Mourinho.
Yes, so I think the safer fixture would be to go for a Brighton defense with Trossard because Brighton against Southampton they were good. Plus, Brighton has been playing really good football, although they have been
Absolutely.
losing games.
I'm sorry to butt in, Amit, again. But how Graham Potter has been lining up his Brighton side. There's no shock on how he's been, expected to succeed Gareth Southgate at the England job. He's doing a phenomenal job, and the last goal Brighton scored was a delight to the eye, man. That's how football should be played.
Yes, and especially with every other Tom, Dick, and Harry is gonna go for a Harry Kane captaincy or a Oba captaincy this game week because it's a no-brainer.
Oh,
Even I should I should do that. But if you want to really take a gamble, not even in the captaincy wise, but if you want to gamble, why not have a Trossard in your team with uh, with a Burnley defender? You know, you can because Newcastle without Callum Wilson looks pretty
they
dangerous.
look toothless. Yeah.
Uh,
They were a
yeah,
bit lucky against Aston Villa getting
just
a
a
goal.
dentistry drum.
Yeah,
Ridiculous. Just
actually,
it.
you are right. Newcastle got lucky against Aston Villa, even though Aston Villa defended beautifully the whole game. They got a
Yeah.
goal in extra time. But the fixture that I would like to target is West Ham Arsenal because I think the last game against United, I could see that West Ham were missing Lingard. So you can get in Lingard because you know that he can score goals and
Lingard's fucking balling, man.
he has a good link up with Antonio as well. And in the Aston Villa's first fixture, I have already three players in my team. So I don't think so. These two fixtures are is what I would be targeting, and I would be getting in Lingard most probably.
Okay. Suribhai, what's gonna be your choice?
See, lads, just this is gonna be a really, really mad game week for me. Truth be told, I haven't been able to focus on FPL the way I had since January. So, there's been a lot of red arrows in my team. I haven't been able to focus on players. Uh, Example being, I have had Matthews Pereira in my team the last 4 game weeks. Out of those 4 game weeks, he's given 3 clean sheets. I didn't get him in my team for that. So, I haven't been able to focus on my FPL team a lot,
But
but, I have to give.
if I remember correctly, Pereira was your hunch pick for some game week, right? And he
Brother,
scored in.
my hunch picks have been a disaster throughout the series. I've
I think
told
in the double
people,
game week, you picked Pereira as your hunch pick.
I've, I've told people, viewers, I have had hunch picks of Bamford, who's given 1 point, of Matheus Pereira, who gave 2 points or 3 points in a double game week. I've had Richarlison in the last game week, who gave 2 points. So it's pretty safe to say that, when I say my hunch uh, player, you don't pick that player. But banter kept aside, I think this Fulham versus Leeds fixture, just flashed up my eye, man. We know that Bamford might not be playing, but that puts more emphasis on Rafinha. And for me, the player that I want to keep in my team is Rafinha against Fulham. It can go, the other way, sorry, Bamford's not playing this game, most probably. So, that might have a little impact on how Leeds go forward because he scored a lot of goals for the team.
No,
But
but they
for
have
me,
an able replacement in Rodrigo. I mean, he is looking one game
um,
short
in
short of
terms
it.
of what I've seen, Rodrigo do in the La Liga, he's nothing of the player he was in the La Liga in the Premier League.
Okay.
He's might be wrong, might not be able enough to make this decision. But what I felt that Rodrigo has been a replacement rather than being somebody who's pivotal to the team. If you know what I mean.
Correct.
He comes in into the match after the injury, um, goes off from the match early. That just tells me that, and this has not happened once. This has happened twice or thrice. That tells me that Bielsa, he has Rodrigo in terms replacement of Bamford, but in terms of FPL, I have not seen Rodrigo done anything close to what Bamford has done for this. So for me, Rafinha this game week, he's gained a lot of acclaim, and rightfully so. He's been a wonderful, wonderful signing, and let's just see. I plan to get on Rafinha in my team this game week. It's gonna be a big haul in my game week, in my team this game week. Make 4 transfers. I have 2 free transfers. Gonna make three. I'm gonna take a minus. Surprise you, the both of you, Akshat especially, because I want to leapfrog him in the league that we're playing, and every week it's 4 points either there or here or there or here. But yeah, on that note, if there's anything to add on Rafinha, let's talk to me.
I already have
Uh,
Rafinha in my team, so I might remove Bamford. And removing Bamford, I might get in Antonio, maybe, along with Lingard.
but Rafinha is a brilliant player. The game, the pressing, the dribbling ability, and the even the cross he has in his left foot. He plays of the left, he plays of the right, he plays as a number 10 sometimes during an attack. So yeah, Rafinha is a brilliant choice.
A brilliant choice means that I have picked him, so he's not going to perform. So lads, please don't bring Rafinha in your team. So we have 2 minutes left, and I see that there's the first window in our talk session, and that's Anand Sindhu. This is not planned, so Anand Sindhu, please talk to us, brother. Welcome you to this segment of Escapades, and like to talk to you about the player that you would like to pick from the upcoming fixtures, man. Talk to us, bro.
Uh, Thanks, boys, for calling me once again. The player I have in my mind as of now is
Tough one, Anand.
that's
For
right.
fixtures.
I'm still thinking
He,
about.
He
Columbus
really
is
wasn't
Leeds.
prepared. He
I
was just
have
gonna
I
select the call and
I
listen to
have my
us.
money on Anand selecting a player from Brighton versus Newcastle. That's
No, no, I already picked that, so he's fucked now.
He's
No, I
always
think
gonna do
honestly,
opposite what Amit does.
that's what I
Yeah, so
fucking
he's
love
gonna
about
pick
the
a
guy.
yeah, so he's gonna pick a player from Newcastle. I think
I think I
Isaac
like
Hayden.
Suryansh's pick. I like the most. I think I like Suryansh's pick of Rafinha. And guys, I was listening to your podcast, and Bamford might be fit, so keep an eye
All
on
right.
that. And at the same time,
All right.
Grealish might be fit as well because John
Oh,
Terry dropped in some hints. So yes, they are dicey at the moment, but yes, Grealish and Bamford both could be back. I think if Suryansh wasn't here, I would have gone for Rafinha as well. But since he's already taken that pick, then I'll go for Oba. Although he missed a lot of
he's
chances,
stuck in traffic, bro. He's stuck in fucking traffic in his Ferrari.
he was poor though
Oh,
against.
if you lads realize if that was Pogba, that would have been the news for the next 1 month, right?
I'll go with another Suryansh's pick. I'll go for Lacazette.
Ooh.
okay. I think
In place of a suspended captain, that's not too bad.
okay. So we come to this conclusion that nothing good comes after 1 a.m. in the morning. I think that's gonna be a wrap today.
So on that note, let's please subscribe, like all that good stuff. Show some love to the channel on Twitter,
Yes.
Instagram,
And
YouTube.
maybe we'll just grant you the truth serum in the next episode.
Truth Serum in an episode with some others, with another panelist who can speak his mind out. Till that time, for Game Week 29, may the arrows be green and see you in Game Week 30, lads. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Yes,
boys.
yes.